Hello everyone. It's Debbie Chen and here with just the essentials, only the essentials for you. How's everyone doing on this Saturday night? Maybe some of you are out and about having some fun parties or just hanging home and eating candy. Oh. So anyway, welcome. Just had some thoughts today and just wanted to share them with you, and definitely comment below and let's get a conversation going because we're in all this together. And that's really kind of what brings me to my first point, because this is all about 3 tips that all women over 40 can benefit from. Is anybody ready to hear something? Maybe that's helpful, maybe of value, maybe take away a little nugget, I hope, or maybe take away a nugget that you can share with other people. I hope so, because again, this is a community that we're trying to create here where we really are just talk about the things that are most essential to us, because when we're over 40, we are so past the whole popularity games and all that kind of junior high stuff, right? Thank goodness. Amen. Right? And we really, who agrees? We really don't have any time for drama. And again, like I know my favorite saying is not my circus, not my monkeys. And I think it's kind of taken this long to figure that out, that just don't need it. Anybody else agree? Have anything to share? Definitely just comment below or just post something here for sure. But basically, we're at the age where it's really important to recognize that real relationships are where it's at. That we are at this age where we're trying to be more authentic and real, maybe even more raw and revealing of ourselves, because as part of that, we are finding our tribe. Maybe you've heard that expression before or not, but it's really looking for those real authentic relationships that are basically going to carry us for the rest of our lives. So, again, just no time for the fluff, right? Just like what we always talk about, no time for fluff and stuff, just the essentials, right? So another really important thing is really recognizing that we're at that age too, where imperfection is okay. And I don't know, did anybody else feel like when you were much younger, that being like perfect or being really, really driven was your way of trying to avoid failure? Well, I think we're kind of had enough years under our belts and enough life experiences that we're really realizing it's okay to fail. And it's okay if we don't reach to the top of Everest. And in fact, just a quick side note, I was watching a program actually on the Himalayas and the whole concept of climbing up to Mount Everest. And I didn't think about it, but what happens when they get to, 20,000 plus feet above sea level? They're being oxygen deprived. Hey, Lisa, so glad you're here. What does that mean? Well, if your cells are oxygen deprived, you're actually dying. And I just thought about yeah, that is a huge accomplishment to just have the physical stamina and the mental stamina to make it up to Everest, right? I don't think it's on my bucket list, but I definitely admire the people who do it. But then my thought was, and this was just for me, at my age and my level of life experience, maybe you guys can relate to this, but I thought, you know what? I don't want to be dying, literally, to get to the top of Everest. There are other things that I want to accomplish in my life. Any of you feel kind of the same way? And it's okay if I don't get to the top of Everest, because I want to do other things. I want to grow those deep, rich relationships, right? Man, the wealth and the growth that comes with those relationships is pretty amazing, right? Right? And you I know one of my special friends is right here, Miss Lisa, who's on with me live. Oh, Susan! Speaking of longtime friends, we've known each other forever and ever. I'm going to wave. There we go. So that also brings me to kind of the last point about that I was thinking about. I went out to a store today that promotes and sells all kinds of good stuff. Basically, it's called Fermentation Farm. Okay, shameless plug. It's in Costa Mesa. It's amazing. And I'm sure there are other stores around the country that have this, but basically they teach everything about gut healing, from everything fermented, sauerkraut, kimchi, yogurts, kefir, all that kind of stuff. Long story short, So my friend's daughter was going to be coming with us, and I was really looking forward to meeting her and so forth. And at the last minute, she wasn't able to go. And her mom, who went with me, said, well, the reason she didn't want to go was because she felt that if she went into this store that promoted and showed you how to make all these good things for healing your body naturally and so forth, that it would be a reminder to her how she hasn't been losing the weight that she's wanted to, that she's not been meeting her health goals, or just weight loss, actually, just weight loss goals. And I thought, oh man, that just hit me, and it made me so sad, because that's actually another thing of, as you know, as we're kind of, you know, over 40, is really letting go of the things that that don't matter as much, that aren't serving us, and on top of that, that imperfection's okay, that that she could have gained a lot of benefit by just being there and learning how to heal her gut. And I know that's a topic for another day, but how important is when we're actually healing our gut and getting our body to work the way it's supposed to, from our mouth all the way to the other end, that actually weight loss happens. And in addition to that, actually, when we combine that with emotional healing, it's tremendous what starts to happen. The hormones start to balance, your metabolism starts to even out, and function properly. Your blood sugar evens out. So guess what? Your body is totally in balance and doing what it was created to do in the first place. And guess what's one of the side benefits? Weight loss. And that's the journey I've been on. I've lost 40 pounds. I have not starved. I've not counted calories. I've not done anything. But as part of this journey, I've loved my imperfections. I love the fat that I've had, because it served a purpose in its time. It protected my internal organs. It protected the organs from toxins. And now I'm like, hey, thank you. I know that sounds crazy, but I've thanked my fat and said, thank you for doing your job. I don't need you as much anymore. And I know that just sounds really crazy, but it is a mindset. And that really comes to the last, oh, hey, Eddie, good to see you. And that brings me to my last thought of letting go of things that don't help or serve us. Yeah. Comment below if there's something like that that's just like what is that called? The burr in your saddle. That it could be your thoughts that are just getting in your way from accomplishing something. Okay, for me, all right, I'm gonna get real. I have on my vision board that I'm gonna start doing 5Ks for charities. Have I started? No, but that's okay. I am not beating myself up, nothing. I just need to actually just basically not even think about it anymore, as my friend Angelivia has reminded us. Stop thinking and just doing. Just slap on the shoes, grab a dog, because I've got 3 of them. I have no excuse, and get out and start walking. And I'm not going to be walking 3 miles right away, right? And that, can we apply that to other things in our area? We're not going to be having the super successful business right away. We're not going to have you're searching for a spouse. You're not going to have the perfect candidate right away. But at least we get out there and get going. And not worrying about failure, and not worrying about imperfections. And in fact, what is that expression? Do it ugly. Isn't it great? I don't know. I tell you, I'm over 50, and I got to tell you, to me, it's like the best years of my life. Now, maybe it's because I graduated my kids and all that good stuff. Maybe that's part of it. But hasn't this age been so interesting to rediscover ourselves? Well, we'll talk about that more for sure. And just thank you so much, guys, for joining in, and hopefully have got some little nuggets, a little bit of value from that. And we are coming live again tomorrow night, as every night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I know some of you are coming in from Paris and Romania and the UK, and I love you guys. I can't wait to meet some of you in person, because I know there are plans in the making. But love to see you on the replay. Comment below any thoughts or comments. But anyway, thanks so much for joining, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Bye.